Cool. Well, we're going to get started cutting up our vegetables right now. Now, we're going to use this kitchen cutter. Has anybody ever seen this tool before? It's called a kitchen cutter. It's been around over 100 years. The old ones used to clamp to the counter like a meat grinder, but the new ones have a new suction cup, make it easy. Who likes easy, fast, simple? Just set it down on the counter, apply a little pressure, rotate the handle, 600 pounds of suction. Now, it does come apart, so you can put it in the sink or the dishwasher, making it easy to clean. Now, it comes with 4 separate cones, and I'm going to show you ladies all 4 cones here in a minute. But let me show you how to turn it on. Who likes fast, easy, simple? Me too. Turn the machine on, turn the handle, set the cone, it grabs it, and it's on. Turn it off, hold the cone, quarter turn in the opposite direction. Easy, off. Now the on position. Hands in there won't hurt you. Hands up there won't hurt you. But if you put your hand back there too far, you know what you're going to get? Finger food. We don't want finger food, especially if they're my fingers. Now, quick review. Carrot on the inside, what's the machine going to do? Nothing at all. Up here, it does a little dance. Put the carrot back here, and this machine gets right to work. Did any of you ladies notice I didn't peel the carrots? Why do you think I don't recommend peeling it? Thank you. 70% of the vitamins and nutrients, they say, are underneath the peel. If you peel them, you might as well not even eat them. Just wash them, rinse them, and then cut them all up. I don't know. Does anybody know how to videotape up and down or sideways? What's the best way to videotape?
I would do it this way because it
sideways? Yeah, frame
frame
it like that.
Unless you want to get more of what he's doing.
Yeah, but put the camera on the top here. Otherwise, I'm upside down.
Oh no, I just got it.
Flip the camera all the way around here. There you go. Does that work?
Yeah.
Good. All right.
You can see more of what he's doing.
More of a wide angle. All right, guys. If you ladies were to go home and cut up a bunch of carrots like this at home, how long would it take most people to cut a bunch of carrots like this by hand? Longer than that. You know, a lady sitting there this morning said, Charlie, it'd take me 2 days. I said, come on, 2 days? She said, yeah, 1 day to get in the mood and a whole other day to do it. But when you have the right tools, things don't take so long, do they? Like if a man is going to cut down a big tree, what kind of tool does a man use to cut down a big tree, sir? A big chainsaw, don't they? Men use the right tool for the right job. Ladies, I think this is the right tool for the right job, would you say? Either of you own a food processor at home? Where do most people keep their food processor, though? In the cabinet, in the garage, gadget graveyard, we call that. Out of sight, out of mind. Why? Too big and bulky to leave on the counter in 20 minutes to clean. You like easy? Take it out, put it right in the dishwasher. Or put it in the sink, wash it, rinse it, shake it, wipe it, and you're done. 20 seconds. Not 20 minutes like a food processor. Ladies, how many of you like my kitchen cutter so far? How many would like to take this tool home at the end of the show as a free gift? Stick around. The odds right now, there's 2 of you. The odds are pretty good you may get one. But here's the thing. Whether you buy one or get one for free, don't put it in your gadget graveyard. Why? Never see it, never use it. Set it on your counter where you'll see it and use it every single day. And it is a gorgeous piece, isn't it? 4 inches on the counter is all it takes. Now let's get started cooking. Waterless cooking. Has anybody ever heard of waterless cooking before? Let me explain. Waterless cooking is where you utilize the natural moisture in the food you're cooking. We say don't add extra water. Why? When we add water to our vegetables, what do we end up doing? Yeah, it leaches the flavor, the vitamins, nutrients, out of the vegetable, into the water. And what do we do with the water? Throw it away. And then we got mushy vegetables. But how does waterless cookware work? By the way our cookware is designed, you're going to cook from all directions at the same time. The bottom up, the side in, and top down. Now with our cookware, I told you, medium to low is all you need to know. Look, what's your stovetop at home, Helen? Gas, glass, electric. I like electric. What do you have? Electric. Electric's wonderful. They have glass tops, which is radiant heating. There's induction, where you turn it on and it won't get hot unless the metal's on it. Our cookware works on induction. Gas, glass, electric, induction works on everything. But medium to low is the key. And you can actually get out of the kitchen quickly. How many of us like to get in and out of the kitchen quickly? Absolutely, we all do. But let me ask a question. How many, the 2 of you, do either of you have to cook at home? Yeah, we all have to cook if we want to eat. And either one of you like to cook, enjoy it? Brandy, you like to cook? Would you be my celebrity chef and help me cook here today, Brandy? Everybody give Brandy a great round of applause. She's going to be our select. But Brandy, sit down, relax, because my insurance line stopped right here, okay? You like it, I like it too. Sit down, relax. Help me cook, though. Let's get started. Brandy and I. Brandy, what do we have inside this pan? Nothing. Brandy and I are going to make a nice vegetable medley, and everybody that joins us can enjoy it. Sound good? We get to eat it. Now, Brandy, nothing in the pan, no water. Let's get started cooking. Now, we're going to add a bit of carrots in there to begin with. Now, let's add some vegetables, too. Anybody here like broccoli? Good. You know broccoli is actually a superfood. The latest scientific research on broccoli is our grandparents were right. You know what they knew? They knew some of the best medicine we could ever eat is what we put on the end of a fork. Our vegetables are the best medicine we can ever eat. Broccoli can retard breast and colon cancer. Everybody should eat more broccoli. Now, let's add some yellow squash and zucchini. I like yellow squash and zucchini, and I put yellow squash in there for two reasons. Number one, did you know that one yellow squash, just one, has as much vitamin C as an orange? High in vitamin C, but low in sugar. Now, the other reason I like yellow squash is because we do eat with our eyes, don't we? Especially our children. Guys, take a guess. What color do you think is the two colors that make us hungry? Yellow and red, absolutely. No coincidence that every fast food sign in America is red and yellow. All of them did $1 million worth of research to find out the same thing. It makes us hungry. If you want your daughter to eat more vegetables, add red and yellow. Have either of you ever cooked with red cabbage? Good. High in iron. Ladies, eat more red cabbage. And gentlemen, it's good for fiber as well. The only problem with red cabbage is when we cook it, it turns gray. And nobody likes gray food. I cut it away because I want you to see how purple it is now, and then watch and see how purple it is in a minute when we're done cooking it. Now, how many of us like corn on the cob? Yeah, we live in Iowa. If we don't like corn on the cob, they kick us out of the state. But when we're done cooking corn on the cob, what does everybody put on it? Yes, ma'am, a little butter, a little salt, a little more, a little more. You know, outside the building at the fair, they duck the whole cob in some poison. I don't know what it is, but it's good. No butter, no salt today for you ladies. We want you to taste what real corn on the cob tastes like without all that butter and salt. Now look, you don't have to pack your pan full of vegetables like that. But I do it for two reasons. I like having friends and family come over, having a good meal, good conversation. And I also put it so you don't have to add a bunch of water. Don't leave room. Pack it in there with vegetables. Now, back to nutrition. Anybody here know the difference between a red bell pepper and a green bell pepper? Don't say color, Brandy. Everybody says color. Truth of the matter is, it's a bit of a trick question. There's no difference between a green bell pepper and a red bell pepper, except time on the vine. You see, green is immature. Leave it on the vine, 4 weeks later it turns red. It becomes a riper, sweeter vegetable. 320% of the RDA, vitamin C, in one red bell pepper. Now, there is a difference between a green and a red, and we find that at the grocery store, don't we? What's that difference?
Price.
Thank you, Helen. Price. A green bell pepper, 69 cents. A red bell pepper, $1.69. Whole dollar more. But how many of us agree you get what you pay for? If you want a riper, sweeter vegetable, you got to be willing to pay a little bit more, right? Now, I think Brandy and I put together a very pretty vegetable medley. Wouldn't you folks agree? If you ladies were going to cook that up at home, tell me, what's the very next thing everybody puts in that pan? Absolutely. If your mother taught you to cook like my mother, she said if you're cooking up vegetables, you have to add a bunch of water in there. And then, when us men cook, what do? Carry that thing over to the stove and crank it up on high heat. That's right, because we think we can get out of the kitchen quicker that way, right? And then what do? You got to wait 10 minutes so it starts to boil. And then you got to let it boil another 10. And then you walk over there and start jabbing and stabbing and poking it, right? Checking it, seeing if it's dead or not. Now, if it had any color or texture, we give it another 5 minutes, right? Oh, your mom taught you to cook that way too. But wait a minute. Water is cooking. We just said we weren't going to use water. You two ladies are probably wondering why we add water to it. Two reasons. Number one, to remind you what you know. Number two, teach you something. I know everybody knows this. Even the young girls over there know. Drink lots of water. Because when we drink water, what do we do to our body? Hydrate. And then we get rid of the toxins. Everybody knows that. The Mayo Clinic says the two worst things you can do to your vegetables. Number one, cook them in water. Number two, high heat. We'll talk about high heat here in a second. But ladies, what did we just do to those vegetables? We rinsed out some of the beta carotene, the natural sugars, the vitamins and nutrients. in 1 minute of rinsing. We haven't even cooked them yet. Water is a natural dissolvent. You add water to anything and it breaks it down. Now we're not going to use any water, and we don't use high heat. Tell the young ladies what temperature we use on cookware. Medium below, that's the key. Now, Brandy, I'm going to put the lid on here, carry it over the stove, and put it on medium. Now, the nice thing about our cookware, it actually tells you when it's done. How does it do that? You see, when the pan meets the proper internal temperature of about 180 degrees, we'll start to see vapor coming out, little bumps coming. It only takes about 4 or 5 minutes. Young lady, you got a smart watch? What time is it right now? 1:54. You remember 54. You're my timer. What's your name? Autumn. Brandy's my celebrity chef, helping me cook. Brandy, when you see vapor coming out of here and little bubbles popping in 4 or 5 minutes, raise your hand, and we'll ask Autumn how much time went by. Now, when you see the vapor, raise your hand. Say, Chef, I see vapor. Okay, Brandy? Thank you, Brandy. Now, Brandy, my whole demonstration's in your hand. Don't let me down, Brandy. Girls, ladies, if we burn the vegetables, who are we going to blame? Brandy, yeah, no, I got your back. You know the Mayo Clinic, they say if you're going to boil your vegetables in water, you're far better off peeling your vegetables. Eat the peeling. Drink the liquid, you boil it, and throw away your vegetables. Why? Where's all the flavor? The vitamins and nutrients are in the liquid. But what does everybody do with this liquid? Throw it down the drain. And as we get older, like me, we have to drive to the store to buy vitamins and supplements for $35, $40. It's sad, but true. But today, Brandy and I are going to use it. Has anybody ever heard of the big department store downtown called Macy's? I went into Macy's. I asked the young lady, what's the best cookware you have in the department store? She said, All Clad. I got this pan, $273 pan. So it's a good pan. And I asked the young lady, is it okay if I cook vegetables with no water? She laughed. She said everything would burn and scorch. I still got it. Because I want you to taste the difference between boiled carrots and water-free carrots and see if there's a difference. Make sense? Now, Brandy, let's add some vegetable carrots in there, and we'll add all the flavor of the vitamins and nutrients, the vegetably to boil them in. Now, in a couple of minutes, Brandy, when I take this off, would you remind me to put that on in case I forget? Thank you, Brandy. I'd like to show you guys how to make a good, healthy salad. How many of you like a good, healthy salad? How many of us want to eat healthier nowadays than ever before? I'll show you how to make a good, healthy salad in 5 minutes. But let's start it off with stir fry. How many of you like a good stir fry? Me too. But what's the hardest part about making a stir fry? Cutting everything up, yeah. I had a lady this morning sitting there. She said, Charlie, the hardest part about making a stir fry is opening the frozen vegetable bag. You don't do frozen, do you? Fresh. Now, I know you're a school teacher. It's busy, isn't it? You want to get home and cut up a nice stir fry quick and fast? Watch. Get our kitchen cutter tool. Can I show the young girls how to use it real quick? I know I shouldn't do. It's got a big suction cup. Set it on the counter, apply a little pressure, rotate the handle, 600 pounds of suction. Now we talked about it coming apart so they go in the dishwasher and the sink. Now we're going to show you guys all 4 cones this time. But remember how to turn it on? Easy. Turn the handle, set the cone, it grabs it, it's on. Hold the cone, quarter turn, it's off. Now in the on position, tell the girls, hands in there won't hurt you, hands up there won't hurt you. But what are they going to get if they put their hand back there too far? No, finger food or chef salad. I don't want either, do you? No, good. My jokes are bad, but the food will be good. Now, how do we make a stir fry? Cut up a bunch of vegetables, add them, eat the sauce, right? Carrots to start. Let's add zucchini. It's in season, and it's a tender vegetable. Set it on the cone, and simply turn the handle. And you've got zucchini chips, potato chips, broccoli chips, vegetable chip, any vegetable chip you want. A nice thin cut, like a Lay's potato chip. Now listen, we're at the fair, have a funnel cake and a corn dog, but we got to eat healthier during the week, don't we? Get a bunch of veggie chips, put them on a cookie sheet, coconut oil, olive oil, season them any way you want, Parmesan, garlic, but bake them. Kids will love them because they're fresh. Don't you agree? Again, hold the cone, quarter turn, wash, rinse, shake, white cut. Easy. Now next cone. I like this one because it adds a little texture to your vegetables. Has anybody here ever cut up your vegetables nice and fine out of love? And then what happens? They all stick together when you saute them, right? Frustrating. Watch this. Yellow squash. Set it on the cone. Turn the handle. And ladies, tell me, what do these look like? Absolutely, like a potato chip. a waffle fry, bread and butter pickle if you have your own garden. They won't stick together when you saute them, and they're a thicker